We searched the country to find Canadians with the strongest and most versatile intelligence.
These different shapes fill this in.
Okay.
Thousands applied.
I've downloaded myself into the computer today.
And hundreds went through a series of rigorous tests.
Only 10 seconds to list as many words as you can.
Till the field was cut down to a select few.
Professional musician.
High school student.
Poet.
An Olympic swimmer.
Fighter pilot. Master electrician. Director of the Algonquin Tribal Council.
Now, 32 unique Canadians will battle to prove they're smart.
Are you gonna set the bar high?
I'm gonna set it so high I can walk under it.
The competitors will face off in a variety of challenges. There will be triumph.
Let's do it.
And heartbreak. As every aspect of their mental and physical capacity is tested. In the end, only 8 will advance to the season finale where the elite compete. And only one will be named Canada's smartest person.
This is far more pressure than the Olympics, is it not?
Oh, yeah.
We're about to put Canada's intelligence to the test. But don't get the wrong impression. This isn't about old school IQ tests or memorizing facts and figures. Over the next 9 weeks, we'll discover a whole new way of looking at smarts. Here's how it'll work. In each episode, 4 Canadians will face off in a series of truly unique challenges. Our first 4 are actually waiting anxiously backstage right now, probably getting very nervous. The strongest competitor will earn a spot in the season finale, where they'll have to battle it out for the title of Canada's smartest person. Now, here's my favorite part. You can test yourself right along with us from home. To tell us more about this interactive experience, it's the man who will be guiding us through the challenges this season, my co-host, the one and only Jeff Douglas.
Thank you, Jesse Cruikshank. Hello, Canada. It's a big night, okay? Because you are going to be able to participate in all of the challenges in real time simply by downloading the Canada's Smartest Person app or joining us online at cbc.ca/smartestperson.
I have the app, and it's mind-blowing.
It's terrific. It's fascinating, and you are going to discover your own intelligence profile and see how your smarts compare to your friends, your family, and the rest of the country.
Or perhaps your co-host,
Or
right?
perhaps your co-host, right.
Everybody have the app? You have the app. You're ready to go? All right, let's kick things off with a question. What does it really mean to be smart? Jeff, you went across the country in search of the answer.
I did indeed, Jesse, and this is what I found. Are you smart?
Yes, but not to a very high degree.
I think I'm smart.
I think I'm intelligent.
Certain level of intelligence, for sure.
I know enough to know that I don't know many things.
How are you smart?
I think I have common sense.
Street smarts?
Yes.
The first test to measure intelligence, the IQ test, was created almost 100 years ago. And since then, that is what we have used as the basis for defining smart.
I can't make any sense out of this. I might as well quit.
Recently, Harvard psychology professor Howard Gardner wanted to move beyond this one-dimensional approach, so he devised his multiple intelligence theory, which states that our smarts are actually made up of different categories relatively independent from each other. And these include logical, linguistic, physical, visual, social, and musical. And since then, in labs around the world, cognitive scientists have used tools like the functional MRI to demonstrate that these different intelligences actually task different parts of the brain.
It's always struck me as rather odd that anybody would think that intelligence could be reduced to a single factor. If you scan people while they're performing many different tasks, there's no one factor that accounts for everybody's performance.
So I hit the streets to test everyday Canadians in the different ways you can be smart.
We got a challenge for you. A logic challenge. X's to here, O's here.
Dr. Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence tells us that we each have a unique profile.
An O can hop an X.
No.
But an O cannot hop an O.
Oh, and then that. And then that.
So we all have all the different types of intelligences, but to different degrees. They're completely independent of each other. However, they are related.
Are you ready to take Canada's Smartest Person's linguistic challenge?
I think so.
Every word must contain the letter O.
Oh,
Poo. Foo?
Poo.
Everyone gets poo really early.
It's right there.
It's right there in front of your face. It's like a Rubik's Cube in 2D.
All right.
One person could have a very, very high social intelligence.
I don't have any intelligence, but I can try.
These different shapes, fill this in.
Okay.
And lower on the logical intelligence.
You seem to know what you're doing. Of course.
Yes.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Not surprisingly, the theory of multiple intelligence has caused a revolution in education.
You may be Canada's smartest person.
I do a lot of work with schools. I speak to a lot of teachers and principals, and I'm constantly amazed at just how often they want to talk about multiple intelligences. They're all thinking in terms of how to embed these kinds of competencies into their curriculum.
We're not asking how smart you are. We're asking how are you smart?
I would say that I'm physically intelligent.
Analytical thinking.
I'm linguistically smart.
Probably social intelligence.
I think I'm more of a logical person. When I see stuff, I try to figure out how they work.
I have to catch a flight in less than 2 hours, so I am hoping that this taxi driver can use his logical intelligence to get me to the airport on time and his visual intelligence to plot a good route. Gonna have to work on his social intelligence, though.
Of smart is changing. A great chef, a choreographer, a mechanic, all require high levels of intelligence, just like a doctor or a scientist does. It's the areas of intelligence that are different. Later, our first 4 competitors will hit this stage and try to prove they've got what it takes to become Canada's smartest person by excelling in these categories of intelligence: visual, linguistic, physical, social, musical, and logical. As we count down to our first challenge of the night, let's take a closer look at these 6 kinds of smarts and meet some insanely impressive Canadians who really have mastered them. Starting with musical intelligence.
People who are musically intelligent are sensitive to rhythm, pitch, meter, tone, melody. They hear and recognize patterns. They think in sounds. And who better to illustrate this than a world-renowned musician who has wowed audiences from China to Vancouver to New York's Carnegie Hall.
Hello.
Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
Awesome to meet you.
Awesome to meet you, too.
How old are you, Ryan?
I'm 6 years old.
How long have you been playing piano?
2.5 years.
That's amazing.
When I was little, I loved to play the keyboard, and I thought it made a beautiful sound. So that's how I learned the piano.
Ryan is a great example of someone with very high musical intelligence. He can't even describe why he loves music so much, but he absolutely loves it. For him, it's his way to actually express himself.
How do you remember the music?
I first go home and play the right hand, and then I play the left hand. I can feel the music, how it's going like, so I keep it in one section and the other thing in another section, and then I mix them together, and then I can play a song.
Another aspect of musical intelligence is the ability to compose, to express ideas and emotions through sound. And we're going to test Ryan's ability to do that right now.
All right, Ryan, so I have a musical challenge for you here. I'm going to show you some photographs, and I want you to play whatever comes into your head, okay?
Okay.
So the first photograph is this. What would you play? Terrific. Now, what about this? What were you picturing?
Him eating a bumblebee really fast.
You ready for your last challenge?
Yeah.
All right. Who's that? That's your hero music.
bet.
Wow, Ryan is adorable and unbelievable. I took piano lessons for 8 years, and all I can play now is chopsticks, and not even well. But we're gonna see how our first 4 competitors and everyone across the country does when faced with challenges that test their own musical intelligence. As we get ready for that, our countdown will continue with a look at some other unbelievable Canadians who excel in the 6 categories of intelligence it takes to become Canada's smartest person. Don't go anywhere.
To test your own smarts anytime or to join in the competition tonight, you'll need to download the Canada's Smartest Person app. Or just head over to cbc.ca/smartestperson.
Welcome back to Canada's Smartest Person. So the countdown continues to our first night of competition, where some of the brightest minds in this country will battle it out right here in this studio. Thousands applied to prove they've got what it takes to take the title, but only a fraction of them made the cut.
It's recording.
All right. Oh, hey, CBC.
We put the call out for Canada's Smartest Person, and the response was overwhelming. Thousands applied, prepared to put their brains on the line.
I've downloaded myself into the computer today.
From the linguistic.
Like Plato once said,
ZYXWVUT.
To the musical.
She's licking me on the elbow.
And everything in between.
I can't afford any weights right now, so I do cat curls.
Hello, CBC and Canada's Smartest Person. My name is Patrick Thompson.
My name is Pat Whiting.
Jeffrey Barrier.
My name is Catherine Clegg, and I am Canada's Smartest Person.
I am Canada's Smartest Person.
My wife says I should step forward and claim my rightful spot as Canada's Smartest Person.
when I say go, you...
A rigorous selection process began that combined interviews, online testing, and special multiple intelligence assessments. From there, the field was whittled down to just 32.
Hi, I'm Albert.
I'm Melanie.
I'm George.
I'm Alicia.
I am Yahaya.
I'm Brent. I'm an Olympic swimmer.
I'm an artist.
I'm a high school student.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a teacher.
Poet. Law student.
Professional musician.
Firefighter. Fighter pilot.
Psychiatric nursing student.
Master electrician. Director of the Algonquin Tribal Council.
Radio talk show host. Actor and law student.
I sell cheese, and I'm Canada's smartest person.
But the one thing they do have in common is that they're each uniquely smart.
There is nobody out there that is as good at everything as I am.
This kid ain't rolled over for nobody.
I am someone who believes don't just dream it, go out and do it.
I'm not someone who's afraid to make intelligence sexy.
Not only am I Canada's smartest person, but I'm also Canada's most dangerous person.
Wow, okay, well, being Canada's most dangerous person might actually come in handy here because there is some fierce competition coming up this season. We've already examined musical intelligence, but let's find out what we mean by smarts in another category. This time it's physical intelligence.
These Cirque du Soleil performers here in Las Vegas are pushing their physical smarts to the limit for their signature show, Mystère. People with high physical intelligence learn and process information through the body using muscle, sensation, and movement.
Toronto's Rochelle Simpson spent her childhood bouncing on the furniture. And like a lot of other talented gymnasts, arrived in Las Vegas to perform with Cirque du Soleil.
A lot of us have either a sports background, gymnastics, acrosport, trampoline, tumbling. That's a big part of it. That's where your technique forms when you're young. So you're able to evolve later on and do things that maybe you didn't even dream of.
Go, 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 go!
People with strong physical smarts have a natural ability in areas like athletics or dancing. Their brains have a heightened awareness as to how the body moves and reacts.
So, obviously, bungees bounce on their own, but you can pull at the right time and you create a bigger bounce.
Right.
And then when you feel the timing of your bounce and your bungees, that's when you can start to flip.
Oh my God.
Individuals with high physical intelligence have great hand-eye coordination, so they can train their body very quickly and efficiently.
People with strong physical smarts like Rochelle make this look easy. But for the rest of us, it's anything but.
The challenge is this. You don the hook on your forehead. The object is, standing on one foot, to bend over and hook the bag and stand up. One foot up, Sarah, up. Whoop, whoop. No. A little more. Oh, bring her up.
There you go.
Bring it up, son. That's all right. Might have thrown a shoe there. All right. Best of luck.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Quelle surprise. Ah, Rochelle, you make that look easy. And from your native lands, a little piece of home.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you, yeah. Cheers. Give us a hug. All right.
It is such an exciting night, and we're gearing up for the battles to start in our search for Canada's smartest person. The first challenge we see could be in one of the intelligence categories we've already looked at, or in this next one, logical intelligence.
People with a high degree of logical intelligence use calculation and reasoning to anticipate a chain of events and predict a final outcome. And nowhere is that skill set more critical than here at Four Wing in Cold Lake, Alberta, where Canadian Forces fighter pilots like Captain Rich Cohen are put to the test at supersonic speeds.
People always say that fighter pilots are type A personalities or outgoing. I think that's definitely the case. But in terms of the logic side of the house, you'll certainly see a lot of pilots coming in with an engineering background, a math background, that kind of logical mentality there. For mission overview, gents, we're going to be taking off out of here, taking off out of Cold Lake, and we're going to be running a 3VX DCA with an unknown number of adversaries. Remember, for hitting the tanker, keep it smooth.
A pilot's logical intelligence kicks in like a flowchart. They're processing data from many sources simultaneously to make split-second decisions that could mean survival.
Pilots like Rich Cohen and Tom Morrison have spent countless hours in the classroom, but at the controls of an F-18, they need to start thinking outside the box.
You gonna be okay without me? I think I'll be okay, Jeff. All right.
As you progress in your fighter pilot training, things get more and more complex. That's where you really see that logic come into place. I've never seen this situation before. How am I going to actually deal with that today?
Their brain is almost operating like a mini computer. They're taking all this information, they're looking through the patterns, the sequencing, trying to kind of see how the information is correlated, and then focusing on really what is the most important information and then actually figuring out a creative solution.
Hey, yeah, Tom. Awestruck. That's cool.
To get their jobs flying F-18s, pilots often endure tests involving alphanumeric riddles, and these demonstrate that they are some of the fastest problem solvers on the planet. We're about to prove it.
Each of you will be given a board with the numbers 1 through 9. Your challenge is to arrange these numbers on the board in such a way that every line on this board, including diagonals, adds up to 15. Begin.
Working with numbers and puzzles comes more naturally. They can identify a problem, figure out an algorithm to solve it, and arrive at an answer.
Is that it? You did it.
Looks good. There we go.
Awesome.
So the logic is your 9 can't go on the same line as your 6, 7, or 8, because then you'd have a line adding up to more than 15, fewer pieces to work with, and you can figure it out more quickly.
Captain Rich Cohen and 409 Squadron taking logic to new heights. That's impressive. You beat the old guy.
When we come back, our focus on intelligence continues, and later our first 4 hopefuls will compete for a spot in the season finale and the chance to become Canada's smartest person. The smartest thing you can do is stay right there. To test your own smarts anytime or join in the competition tonight, download the Canada's Smartest Person app or head to cbc.ca/smartestperson. Where we really are redefining what it means to be smart. Later tonight, our first 4 competitors will battle for a spot in the season finale, where they'll have a chance to claim the title of Canada's Smartest Person. To get there, they'll need to excel in some incredible challenges that have been carefully designed to push their brain power to the limits. In a warehouse space filled with tools, designs, and a whole lot of crazy contraptions, challenges are born.
It's still's got to come back to a start position. Here is sort of the mad scientist area where we're really trying to develop as many different ways and as many different looks to test the multiple intelligence of our participants.
We have a laser passing through it and bouncing off of it.
As you come up with your challenges, you're really faced with the same dilemma that psychologists and researchers do when they're making up intelligence tests.
You know, just like a bowling lane?
And that is pick a challenge that zeroes in as best on that specific intelligence.
And you're only supposed to touch the bar in our
All of these tests are designed to explore the different ways you can be smart. Now, some may look like simple games, but they've been rigorously developed and thoroughly tested. But only a select number are approved.
See how the first one bounced out? Need to think of how we pad that. I really want to keep them on their toes, whether I throw in some visual or we throw in some physical so that their brain starts smoking. And we ultimately do see who is going to be the smartest.
Trust me, you're going to see some amazing challenges that really will bend people's brains. I mean, things are going to get real messy in here. For now, let's continue with our look at what it means to be truly smart, this time by examining social intelligence.
Being one of the premier chefs in the country obviously requires some great culinary skills.
Move over, I'm coming in.
But being the quarterback in a pressure cooker kitchen and directing a diverse cast of characters also requires some pretty serious social smarts. From critics to customers, success in the restaurant business depends on knowing what makes people tick.
Thank you, Chef.
No problem, Chef.
All of my chefs in the kitchen, they're all individuals. They all have different needs. They all have different goals. And you have to create an environment where those individuals are able to make decisions and are able to contribute.
Lynn is a great example of somebody with high social intelligence. She's a natural motivator. She's also a great chef, but the reason she's a celebrity with her own TV shows and products is because of her ability to connect with people.
Whose idea was that?
I don't know, some genius.
He's gonna have to make it work.
He had high hopes. She has made me a people person. She is so much a people person. She can draw the best out of everybody.
All right. What recipe do you want me to use? Yours or Callum's?
Callum's.
Callum! It's a conversation. It's not my way or the highway. It's about knowing that you want to set each other up for success all the time.
People with strong social intelligence often rise to leadership positions. They have the ability to inspire in situations where cooperation and support are crucial.
Want to be really broken down, or you want some nice chunk to it still, Chef? What do you think?
The end result is that it's a perfect service. It's a perfect dish. It's a perfect day. So you're all done for today, too? You guys are awesome.
So we're more than halfway through our look at the 6 categories of intelligence we'll be testing on Canada's smartest person. Now it's time to examine linguistic intelligence. People with strength in this category have a way with words, like poets, politicians, journalists, television hosts, not to mention some fast-talking cowboys.
We've all encountered fast-talking salesmen in our time, but auctioneers are in a league of their own. Brendan Jack is a Canadian champion and one of the best livestock auctioneers in the world.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. $5 bid. And 5 bids, 7 hands. Here we get 5 bids, 7 hands.
You want to get the crowd into the sale. You want to just rock and roll and, have a really good chant and get everybody bidding to you and keep that momentum going. You just keep those bidders right there, they're paying attention to you, and they're really paying attention to your sale.
Brennan is a unique example of someone with strong linguistic smarts. He's rapidly processing which words to use to generate the most interest from the crowd. His mind is also totally keyed into the sound of the words, rhythm, and inflection.
The language that you put in your chant is extremely important. That enthusiasm, keeping the rhythm, is what people like to hear.
What is it that makes him a great auctioneer?
His presentation is just fabulous. He has a chant that is as good as anybody in the world.
But I can't understand, like, a thing he's saying when he gets going.
Too fast?
Too fast.
We'll slow it down for you.
Gentlemen, would you be interested in purchasing this fine horse?
I sure would.
Would you give me $1,000 to start the bid, sir? 1,000. What in addition to the family?
I'll go 1,000.
$1,000, sir. Would you increase the bid?
I want this mare for my granddaughter. I'll give you $1,300.
$1,300.
While he is using similar words, this auction lacks excitement.
Sir, would you increase the bid?
So it wouldn't have the effect Brennan wants on his bidders.
Well, I got a granddaughter, too.
$2,200. He likes her, too, sir.
I can't do it.
Sold.
That's why at the auction, Brennan's back to hyper speed, drawing on linguistic intelligence to rev up the crowd.
What do we have here? The Lone Ranger. The cowgirl does not come with the program. People just think we're just making a bunch of mumbly noise, but the words and enthusiasm that you put behind those words, that's when you get all the money out of whatever you're selling.
Sold $15 buyer 52.
Brennan makes it look easy, but is it?
You want to give it a try? You want to try auctioning something?
Well, sure, I'm always game for humiliation.
Try and sell this pen.
The pen, okay. Brennan, what I have here today, folks, is a very nice pen, a ballpoint pen, twist up. Look at that tip, look at that tip, medium tip. Beautiful medium tip, 10, 5, give me 10, 10, give me 10, give me 50. I'm lost already. I'm not saying there's no possibility, but I think I'm gonna leave it to the pros.
Maybe a good idea.
I will buy anything you're selling, Jeff Douglas. So you might be starting to think, how can someone win a competition to be Canada's smartest person if you need to combine all of the intelligences we're seeing tonight? Well, we never said it would be easy, but I promise you it's gonna be fun. For the competitors here and for you testing your own smarts at home, there's no way to plan or prepare for the challenges coming up. Anything can happen, and that's what makes this a true test of multiple intelligence. We've got one more intelligence to examine, and then the search for Canada's smartest person is on. This is the biggest interactive competition in the country, and you can join in by downloading the Canada's Smartest Person app now or by visiting cbc.ca/smartestperson. Smartest person. Now, if you've downloaded the app or you're joining us online at cbc.ca/smartestperson, you're about to be a part of a massive happening in this country. Our team of developers have created a way for you, the audience at home, to be part of an unprecedented interactive competition. Over the coming weeks, you can participate in each of the challenges synchronized live with the broadcast. You'll discover which areas of intelligence you excel at, and your very own intelligence profile will take shape. You can also see how you stack up against your friends, your family, and the rest of the country. And let's be honest, that could earn you some serious bragging rights. Now, you probably recognize your own strengths in one of the categories we've seen, but if not, there's one more chance. Take a look at our last category, visual intelligence.
Using the night sky as their canvas, two of Canada's largest fireworks companies, Calgary's Fireworks Spectaculars and Royal Pyrotechnie in Saint-Pie, Quebec, are going to be joining forces to compete against the best in the world in Montreal's international fireworks competition.
Explosifs.
These pyrotechnic designers are going to be using specially designed software, their creativity, and their visual smarts to light up the Montreal skyline.
So what you're seeing here is actually it's a software package that we can kind of create some of our visualization in our heads into a 3D environment.
We know the site a lot in Montreal, so we can imagine on our mind what this will create on the sky.
The best design software in the world is up here or up there, right?
The show is called Catan Legends of Fire because fire is seen as divine in many cultures. They want to show its destructive and illuminating power.
People high in visual intelligence think in images. They remember things as images. They play with images in their heads, and they really think in this sort of three-dimensional way.
But before the big day, they have to test their vision.
You gonna light some stuff up or what?
Yeah, we're ready. We're waiting for that.
Let's go.
Awesome.
The 30-minute show features 10,000 charges and has been in planning for almost a year.
Where does that vision come from?
Sometimes I can just read an effect and I will know what they do on the skies.
Oh.
With the planning behind them, Brad and Yannick know they've got just one shot at making their show spectacular.
We have almost 6,000 things need to go correctly to be perfect. You know, I've seen this thing over and over and over again in my own mind. This is what was drawn on paper. This is what was in our minds. It's here now and it's real.
Okay. How are you doing?
Nervous.
Are you?
Showtime.
We really need to feel it. When you feel it perfectly, you see it.
It's like painting a canvas. The sky is our canvas.
And thanks to that visual intelligence, Canada took gold in the competition.
So incredible. And if the sky is their canvas, then this is ours. And we're about to light up your night, Canada. Visual, linguistic, physical, social, musical, and logical. These 6 categories are the new way to define intelligence. And the search for Canada's smartest person is about to get underway. The battle begins next. This is your opportunity to get in on all the action, Canada. Download the Canada's Smartest Person app or head to cbc.ca/smartestperson. This is neck and neck here. There it is! There it is! Come on, pick up the pace. Time is running out. We can stop sweating for a brief moment. That's it! Unbelievable work! Canada's smartest person! So this is it, nation. Our search for Canada's smartest person starts now. This season's first 4 hopefuls are about to be tested in each of the intelligence categories we've been talking about tonight. And the smartest thing you can do at home is to get in on this action. To tell us more about this fully interactive competition, it's the fully interactive Jeff Douglas.
Well, I have my limits. Thanks, Jesse. Hi, everyone. You know, I've learned a lot about the different ways each of us are smart, and I can't wait for you at home to find out for yourselves. As we search for Canada's smartest person, you can take part in every single challenge. You're going to find out what your strengths are, and you see how you compare to your friends, your family, and the rest of the country. Just go to cbc.ca/smartestperson, or, heck, download the app for your tablet or your smartphone. And then once you're in the app, tap Live Now to get the dashboard. I'm going to be back in a few minutes to share your live results.
Thank you, Jeff. Now allow me to introduce you to our first group of competitors this season on Canada's Smartest Person. They're 4 average-sized people with 4 massive brains, from a high school teacher to a playwright to a stand-up comedian. Take a look.
Remember what I told them? That's right. We pitch, we don't bitch. Hi, I'm Tova from Halifax, Nova Scotia. I'm the CEO of Reachability, and I built this charity from scratch to be a $1.9 million agency dedicated to equalizing the playing field for Canadians. It's a week of understanding what your barriers to employment are, identifying how to overcome them. When I'm in a high-pressure, time-sensitive situation, I'm at my best. I'm all about solutions. If you have a problem, you call me, because if I've got to come down there, everyone's going to be jumping. I want to be on Canada's Smartest Person because I live on the ADHD spectrum, on the severe side, and I want people to know that not only are we wonderful people, but we're smart too.
I'm Rosalind. I'm an actor and law student from Toronto, Ontario, and I'm Canada's Smartest Person.
Make it snappy.
I love acting. I love when I find that hook in a character that opens up exactly who this person is and present it as libel. On the other side, people wonder why I'm in law school. It's because this analytical part of my brain, it's just unstoppable. I got it. I want to dispel this idea that if you're really invested in a lot of things at once, it'll make you scattered. It doesn't. It just makes you more capable at everything.
Hi, I'm Albert. I'm an MBA candidate working in strategic initiatives from Woodbridge, Ontario.
All right, hello everybody.
Growing up, my parents never really understood my passion for the arts, but they really saw how dedicated I was to it, and they saw that in order for our son Albert to succeed, he's got to do something he loves. So in my search for my creative outlet, I found stand-up comedy.
Let's be honest, I think Asian guys, I think we have a tough time with ladies.
It's been a great way for me to express myself and all the things I want to say.
That, my friends, words together, humor, is linguistic intelligence. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
I think what's going to give me the edge in Canada's Smartest Person is my diversity of knowledge. I have a business degree and an arts background, and I think that's really going to help me across all the intelligences.
I'm Kyle. I'm a teacher from Port Coquitlam, BC, and what I do at the school is I run a support program for at-risk youth. So it's a program that tries to keep kids engaged with the school, keep moving them through the graduation progress, and try to get them set up so they have some skills for after school. I'm a teacher by day, ninja by night. What I've done in the martial arts, it's really helped bring a whole synthesis of who I am as an intelligent person. I got the ninja mind, I got the ninja heart, I got the ninja body. I thrive on pressure. I would really love to be able to represent teachers and the martial arts because we're extraordinarily intelligent people and sometimes we don't realize that, so I'm doing this for them.
All right, should we bring him out here? Let's hear it for Tova! Kyle! Roslyn! And Albert! Hello, hi! And welcome! You're the first 4 competitors on Canada's Smartest Person this season. So are you ready to bring it? Are you gonna set the bar high? That's the question.
I'm gonna set it so high I can walk under it.
Ooh,
That's pretty
throwing
darn high,
it
Tova.
down.
Well, in this case.
What
are you saying, Kyle?
I'm taller.
That's
Bar's higher for me.
Yeah, it's true. None of us could walk under your bar, is a
You know
fact.
what? It's higher because he has to work a little harder, I think.
Oh, a little trash talk happening already. We are in for a good night. Let me get this straight, Tova. You were kicked out of high school and then went on to run a $1.7 million charity.
Well, actually, that's not completely accurate. It's a $1.9 million charity. Otherwise, you're correct.
I stand corrected, everybody. Kyle.
Yeah.
Your students, are they watching you tonight?
They better be.
They better
Absolutely, yeah.
Does this officially make you the coolest teacher at your school?
This officially makes me the coolest teacher in the school, but it's been pretty much me for the last 7 years that I've been at Pitt Meadows Secondary School.
Meadows. All right, here's what I love about these 4 is you're all super smart, but in your own sort of different areas, which is really exactly what the theory of multiple intelligence is all about. Not to mention, you already beat out thousands of Canadians in our intense pre-testing process just to be here. But tonight, get ready, because we are pushing your brain power to the limit. Here's how it's gonna work. You'll compete in a series of challenges that test each of the 6 different areas of intelligence. In the end, only the 2 of you with the best overall scores will move on to the final challenge of the night, where you'll battle for a spot in the season finale and the chance to earn the crown of Canada's Smartest Person. The first challenge of the night will assess your intelligence. For more, let's head to the man who got straight B's in high school math, Jeff Douglas.
I don't know if I said I got B's, but I'll take it. Jesse, logical intelligence is all about tackling problems systematically. Now, if you're like me, your biggest problems usually have something to do with numbers, and that is what we will be testing in a challenge called Moving Sum. Competitors will see a series of math questions float across the screen. They'll have only seconds to calculate each one. At the end of the 3 rounds, the competitor with the most correct answers will win the challenge. To test your logical smarts at home, click or tap Moving Sum now and then wait for the countdown. You'll see it in the corner of your screen. When you see the go prompt, press go to begin.
Thank you, Jeff. All right, it's time for Moving Sum. Here is how the scoring is going to work for tonight's challenges. First place will earn you 5 points. Second place gets 3 points. Third place wins 2. And fourth place, which is a sensitive way of saying last, gets 1 sad point. All right, mathletes, here and at home, the first series of numbers is about to appear on your screen, so get ready. Round 1 of Moving Sums starts in 3, 2, 1, go. You got 4 correct answers. Rosalind, you got 2.
What?
Ooh. Correct.
I'm really embarrassed.
Kyle, you got 3 correct answers. Tova.
All right.
Aye. You got 3 correct answers.
Wow.
All right, 2 rounds left. And for those of you taking this challenge at home, watch for the go prompt to start. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1, go. For round 2. Albert, 4 correct answers. You're surprised.
I'm surprised.
Rosalind.
I'm really nervous now.
3 correct answers.
Oh, that's good.
Kyle, you were so confident after that round.
Absolutely.
4 correct answers. And Tova, you got 4 right answers. Let's pull up your combined total so far.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. We got a tight race for the top. Rosalind, you've got to pick it up this round.
I can see that.
This is the final round, my math friends. In 3, 2, 1, go.
I wish I knew what a prime number was.
Tova, how are you feeling after that round?
Well, I gotta be honest, when I heard the word prime, I thought that meant what time we're on Sunday nights, and I just kept hitting 8. If 8 is the right number, I'm gonna laugh all the way to the bank, sister.
Okay, we'll see how you did. I have your results from the final round. Albert, you got 3 answers right. Rosalind.
I already know it's a 0.
You're psychic as well as not too great at math. It's a 0.
No.
A 0 on this challenge. Kyle, you got 2 correct answers. And Tova, You got 3 correct answers.
Good job.
So after 3 rounds of moving some, here are your combined results. Albert 11, Tova right up there. She can't believe it with 10. Kyle with 9, Rosalind 5 points. Okay, so based on your placement in the first challenge, let's look at the number of points you'll take with you. Pull up the score banners. There it is. Yeah. Albert takes that shiny red ball. That means you've taken an early lead here with 5 points. And if you were brave enough to test your logical smarts along with us at home, I'm impressed. I'm also dying to see how you did. Jeff Douglas, do the math. Share your personal results on Twitter or Facebook. And if you haven't started doing the challenges at home, frankly, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Head over to cbc.ca/smartestperson or download the Canada's Smartest Person app. Now give those brains a break for like 2 minutes. We'll be right back. Coming up, when a comedy star joins the cast, it's Colin Mochrie.
Thank you.
Will the competitors get tongue-tied?
You know, none of these sugar-coated,
Or leave him speechless?
Yeah, I love you, Liz.
You are a sick, sick woman. That's next on Canada's Smartest Person. We are back on the show that really is redefining what it means to be smart. Tonight, these 4 incredible overachievers are being tested in 6 areas of intelligence. At the end of the night, only 2 of you will move on to the final challenge for a chance to make it to the season finale. So are you ready for our next test?
Oh, absolutely.
Bring it on.
Let's see. And it will test you in linguistic intelligence. For more, I give you the always well-spoken and well-groomed Jeff Douglas.
I don't know what to say to that. Linguistic intelligence is measured by how effectively a person uses language to communicate. And that is what we're looking at with a challenge called Spin a Speech. And here's how it works. Each competitor will spin the wheel to determine a theme before a list of 30 words is revealed. The competitors will need to draw on their linguistic intelligence to use as many of those words as possible while delivering the most convincing speech. To test your linguistic smarts, click or tap Spin a Speech now. Watch for the countdown. When you see the go prompt, press go.
All right, here's how it's gonna work. We've sequestered our competitors backstage so we can all have a little private moment with our judge for this challenge. He's one of the funniest improv performers alive and one of my all-time comedy heroes. It's Colin Mochrie. I think you're the perfect judge for this linguistic challenge because so much of your success in your career has been based on making things up on the spot, using words, right?
Yeah.
What are you looking for from them? What are you hoping to see in these speeches?
Making sense, using as many words as they can, but still remember what the topic is and how you would actually do that.
All right, let's bring the first competitor out here. Tova is up first. Tova, come on out of here. Tova, you earn 5 points if you take first place in this challenge. So spin this wheel. Let's see what you're talking about. Woo. Okay, all right.
Yeah!
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah, I love eulogies. I always do them.
You are a sick, sick woman.
Thank you.
Take your spot right up there in front of Colin. There are your 30 words, all right? You'll be judged on the quality of your speech and on how many words from that list you can incorporate. If you're testing your linguistic smarts at home, are you ready? You've got 45 seconds. Tova, your time starts starts now.
What can I say about the great Colin Mockery that he himself did not say, especially after a little vodka? Colin, you might think, was verbose. I like to think of him as, I don't know, jubilant. And it is with great sorrow today that I come to you. Excuse me, there's something in my cornea. It is today that I come to you to speak of the angelic Colin Mockery, the exceptional. If he hadn't have gone on that vacation, oh, what we could have gotten. You know, his Rottweiler, as you can see right here, with the tears in his eyes, always said to me, I talk dog, he always says to me, Tova, when Colin and I were surfing that internet, little elixir on one side, a little something on the other.
Tova!
I've never talked so short. I'm not good with the short speeches.
He was an amazing man, and now that he's come back to life,
Yes.
what does he think?
Yes. I thought it was very brave of you to kill off the person who's judging you in this. I could use a little more tenderness, but it was lovely. I thought it was a very coherent speech.
Thank you.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Tova. Go get some tissues backstage. Yes, nice work. All right, let's move it along. Albert, come on out here. This is your wheel. Give it a spin, and let's see what category you land on.
All right.
Mayor! You are a candidate for mayor. You're giving a speech. Step right up. Take your place. These are your 30 words. Are you ready, Albert? You've got 45 seconds starting now.
Me being Peter, I'm a huge fan of, not taking vacations. And really, my hobby is politics. My hobby is to make people happy, not do any of these quirky actions that the other mayoral candidates are doing. None of these sugar-coated, promises. I'm gonna be an exceptional mayor. I'm gonna be a jubilant mayor. You know what? I'm not gonna express any sorrow about what the previous actions of my party has done in the past. I do appreciate all the orange signs that people have been putting out in front of their lawns. You know what? I'm not a square. I'm a cool guy. I have a great Rottweiler, and I'll cook you Bradhurst if you come on up. And I'd love to talk to you because I am an angelic mayor, and I'm going to be your great mayor.
Time!
Nicely done.
Colin.
That was one of the most coherent speeches I've heard by a mayor in a long time. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And backstage, Rosalind has big shoes to fill. Rosalind, come on out. Spin the wheel. Okay. You are graduating from high school. You are the valedictorian. Step right up there. Take your place. Here are your 30 words. You got 45 seconds, Rosalind, and it starts now.
My fellow students, here we are gathered today in this sugar-coated arena of excellence. We have exhibited our hobbies. We've developed our corneal ability to read quickly. We've scouted apartments together, and now, after our meal of bratwurst and our jubilant elixirs with our principal and his mistress, we are about to embark on a school trip. We're gonna go surfing. We're gonna have a shotgun wedding, hopefully. And at the end of that, we will embark on the next phase of our lives. We are driven individuals, some of us more solitary than others, some of us leaving high school with more sorrow than others. But let's enjoy our summer vacation. We are exceptional individuals.
Time! Woo! You are an exceptional individual. Colin.
I thought it was well done, and you have such a lovely open quality, and I really want to go to that school and meet the principal and his mistress.
Hello. Hello. Rosalind, thank you for inspiring us all. Rosalind. All right, our final speaker is the one and only Kyle. Kyle, come on up here. Kyle, Here we go.
Come on, breakup.
You want breakup.
That'd be fun.
Let's go. It is a toast. You're at a wedding. You're giving a toast to the bride. Take your spot right up there.
Toast to the bride.
Toast to the bride.
Thank you.
Here are your 30 words. You have 45 seconds to give this toast, starting now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would be really happy if you could raise your glasses of champagne, wine, or vodka, or whatever you happen to have in your hand right now, because I'm about to give a beautiful toast to the angelic bride and the amazing groom. Before they go off on their wonderful honeymoon vacation, I'd like to talk about this exceptional couple and how much they've provided for all of us friends and families here. The dinner's been sumptuous, and I'm so happy that this hasn't been a shotgun wedding, but we're all here in celebration of this wonderful, wonderful couple. Now, hopefully I'm not gonna be too verbose, and I would like to keep politics out of this, but we are so happy that these two can put their opposite sides apart and be able to come together for a wonderful union. Cheers.
Time! Cheers to that, Colin!
That was lovely. It was lovely to hear a wedding speech where the person giving it wasn't drunk and insulting everyone. I thought it was a lovely toast, and I would have loved it at my wedding.
Well, that is the highest of compliments. Thank you, Kyle. And let's hear it for all of our speakers. Come back out here. All right, Colin, it's over to you. Remember, you're judging based on the overall quality of their speeches and how many words from the list they were able to incorporate. What'd you think?
Kudos to you all. As you know, public speaking is a person's greatest fear, second only to falling back naked onto a cold doorknob. Kyle, I'm going to start with you. I felt you could have used more words, and that's why I'm giving you 4th place. Rosalind, for me, I loved your speech, but I thought it sort of got a little off topic from being a valedictory speech into a summer vacations speech. So because of that, I gave you 3rd place. Tova, I thought once you got past your natural shyness, it's an interesting choice to make me the subject of your eulogy. Albert, your speech as a mayor was very stirring, and you've probably caused some young people now to run in politics. So I was going back and forth, and it's by the slimmest of margins. 2nd place, I'm giving to Tova. 1st place to Albert.
The messenger, Albert, finishes 1st for the 2nd time in a row, this time in spin a speech. So how does it affect your overall standings? Cue those score banners. That's it. Albert is in the top spot for the 2nd time in a row. You two at the bottom. You gotta step it up. The good news is this is a test of multiple intelligences, so tons more challenges coming up. And it is not too late for you at home to get in on the action either. Right, Jeff Douglas?
That is indeed right, Jesse. And you can share your results from any challenge whenever you see the share button. This one I was kind of hoping to keep to myself, but in any case, I will be back later on in the program with some more of your live results. 79.
Thank you, Jeff. While you keep a tally on those live results, I'm gonna go get our scantily clad models ready for after the break. I'm serious? Don't go anywhere. Coming up, the clothes come off. Albert, not distracted by his smoking hot model. And the pressure is on.
Oh, I didn't even see no frickin' belt.
Next on Canada's Smartest Person. Welcome back to Canada's Smartest Person. We're testing these 4 brave competitors in studio and all of you at home on the new markers of intelligence. Albert, our businessman/comedian, has taken an early lead. So should we go for another challenge? Let's do that. It's time to assess your social intelligence. For more, I give you social butterfly, Jeff Douglas.
Social intelligence includes the ability to read people. So if you are able to recognize a person's mood in an instant, then you have got social intelligence. And that is what we're going to be testing in a challenge called Faces. Competitors will see a set of eyes appear on the screen and be given 4 choices to describe the emotion the eyes are expressing. The object is to correctly identify exactly what the eyes are conveying. If you're taking on this challenge at home, click or tap on Faces now, watch for the countdown to the go prompt, and when you see it, press go.
Thank you, Jeff. Once again, there are 5 points on the line for first place. Everybody at home, are you ready? It all starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Lock in your answers. And time. All right, which emotion did you think these eyes were expressing? You all thought they were angry. And what are those eyes really telling us? Yes, 4 angry participants today. All right, let's move on to the second round of Faces. Throw those eyes up on the screen now. Lock in those answers. That's time. All right, what emotion did you think those eyes were expressing? 2 thought they were joyful, 2 thought they were calm. What was the correct answer? Joyful! All right, round 3, throw it up there. Lock in your answers. And that's time. What did you think these eyes were telling you? 3 love. Rosalind thought it was sorrow. Okay, show the full picture. Oh, it's love. Unless you hate babies and then it's sorrow.
I don't like them.
Okay, let's make more eye contact. This is the final round, my friends. Now. Lock in your answers. That is time. So what were those eyes telling us? Here's what you thought. Ooh. 3 of you thought it was fear. Tova saw sadness. Show us the full picture. Yes. Tova.
Nice. I recognize that face.
Tova, you're in tune with your own emotions and everybody else's, apparently. You take first. Giant screens, pull up the score banners. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
With a big 12 points in first place.
it.
Tova in second with 11. You're right there. All right, it's my turn to look at you. Yes, you, sitting at home. How did you do on this challenge? Were you awesome? Were you not awesome? I won't judge, but I need to know. Share your results on Twitter and Facebook, and do it fast because we're moving on to the next challenge right now. This time, we're testing your visual intelligence. So what exactly is visual intelligence? Well, feast your eyes on Jeff Douglas.
Jesse, if you think in pictures and you can recall visual details, then chances are you've got strong visual smarts. And they'll come in handy for a challenge called Model Mayhem. Here's how this works. A model wearing an outfit comprised of 15 articles of clothing and accessories will do a short catwalk. The competitors need to pay close attention because their task is to redress another model in exactly the same outfit in only 60 seconds. To make it even more challenging, there will be 40 pieces of clothing for them to choose from. The winner is the competitor who selects the most correct matches. In Canada, you can also test your visual smarts in this challenge. Just click or tap on Model Mayhem, wait for the go prompt, and when you see it, hit go.
Yeah, we're smart enough to realize that a hot model can't be bad for ratings, but try not to get distracted by her statuesque physique. You have to be studying everything she's wearing from head to toe. Are you ready?
Bring it on.
All right, I will. Kira, come on out here. Working it, working it. Studying everything she's got on you for. Sadly, all the Kira time we get. But fear not, because we happen to have a reservoir of hot models on this show, one for each of you. If you're trying this at home, here we go. The model mayhem begins in 3, 2, 1, go!
Hey, darling. I need you to put this on for me, please.
Here we go.
We got this one to put on.
Rummaging through these dressing rooms. It's like a Black Friday sale in here. Hands on your ears, please. Albert, having no trouble, not distracted by his smoking hot model.
I need you to put this on next, please.
Working from the bottom up.
Around your waist. Hold on.
These earrings next?
I think it's this one. Thank you.
This purse over that side shoulder, please.
Is it all white? Oh, none of them are white. Yikes. Okay, we're gonna try this one. Oh, God bless me.
These earrings, please.
Please. This does not seem like it's Kyle's first time with a model.
This on that one, please.
You've got the hat. Bag, please.
Put these ones on while you can.
There are so many options there that are so close.
This.
Have shoes, skirt, belt. Where's your belt?
This hat. I don't know how to put it on.
5 seconds.
Oh, I didn't
Finish
see
it
no
up.
friggin'
5
belt.
seconds.
One.
Grab a
Let's put
belt.
this on,
5
please.
seconds. Time's up. Hands up. If anyone plans on retiring in Florida, we have outfits for you. All right, now it's time to judge how many items you correctly dressed your model in. We'll bring you and your models up one at a time and compare them to the gorgeous and talented Kira. Yes. There she is, looking like she raided my bubby's closet. Let's start with Kyle. Kyle, step right up here with that lovely model. Kyle, talk to me. How did that go for you?
At the time it felt great, but now it's just like, not at all.
All right, let's find out how you did. Kyle, you matched 11 out of 15 items. Kyle, awesome job. Step back
you.
there. Albert, come on up here. Oh, you look like a handsome couple, you two. This looks pretty good, Albert. How you feeling?
Right now, I feel okay.
You want to find out how many correct items you put together?
I do.
Throw it up on that screen. 13! 13 out of 15. That is impressive.
Thank you.
Take your leopard undergarments and that model and head back to your dressing room. Tova, step on up here. Tova. Hi. You are a well put together, well accessorized woman. How do you feel about that?
I could feel better.
All right, let's pull up the total correct items that you got. 9. 9, Tova.
I know.
All right, step right back with your model. Last but not least, Rosalind. Rosalind, come on up here. Rosalind, you're looking very confident, and I hope so because you need this.
I know.
Everybody cross your fingers for Rosalind. We have the total.
Oh my gosh, that's so much pressure.
Welcome to Canada's Smartest Person, baby. You correctly matched 14 out of 15! Unbelievable job! That's gonna add 5 points to your overall score. You can step back over there. Models, we hate to see you leave, but we will enjoy watching you walk away. Have fun on safari. All right, you four. So after 4 challenges and one with nudity, here's how things are looking on the overall score banners. Albert, 15 points. You are in the lead, followed closely by Tova with 12. Rosalind has pulled her way up to 9. Third place, Rosalind. Kyle, you're so close. This is an unbelievable battle. Anybody could make it to the final challenge at this point. And for all you fun folks at home, how are you doing with tonight's challenges? I want to know because I care. Jeff, give us some live results. Thank you, Jeff. It's a fight to the intelligence test that's worth double the points determines whether a teacher, a law student, an MBA candidate, or a CEO will be heading to the final challenge of the night, so close, or heading home. Bring out the score banners. We're back and on the search for Canada's smartest person. I mean, it really has been an incredible night, and I hate to bring us all down, but remember, only 2 of you with the highest overall scores will make it through to the final challenge, the Gauntlet. And it all comes down to this challenge, which is worth double the points. First place gets 10 points, second 6, third 4, and last place 2 points. The reason it's worth twice as much, well, because it will test 2 of your intelligences at the same time. And they are physical and musical. Jeff, tell us how this is gonna work.
Well, Jesse, we often rely on more than one intelligence at a time to perform a task, but I cannot imagine anyone has had that capacity tested quite like this. Prepare yourselves for a challenge called Twisty Tune. Twisty has 5 notes that can be played when the copper wand makes contact with a pad on the bar. Each competitor will hear a 7-note melody. Using their musical intelligence, they must play the correct sequence of notes as fast as they can. But this isn't called Twisty Tune for nothing. They must also use their physical smarts to navigate the wand over the bar. Any contact in the wrong spot or on the wrong note counts as a fault and adds 5 seconds to their overall time. In Canada, you can take part in this double intelligence challenge as well, if you dare. Just click or tap on Twisty Tune now, watch for the countdown in the corner of your screen, and when you see the go prompt, press go. Good luck.
Thank you, Jeff, and hello, Twisty Tune. Our competitors will take this thing on one at a time, starting with Albert. Pay close attention. First, here are the 5 notes you can play on Mr. Twisty. Now listen up. This is the melody you'll need to play back. Prepare to grab that bow, and if you're playing along at home with us, get ready. Twisty Tune is on. In 3, 2, 1, go. Nice work, Albert. Slow and steady to that first note. Got the first one. Not the right note. Ooh, that's not it. Careful not to hit the side there. There it is. Slow and steady, careful here, Albert. That's right, so close. There it is, Albert. Woo! That is not easy, is it?
I hit the thing a little too many times.
Well, you made decent time. The thing is, you made errors. But hey, we don't know if it'll hold up or not until the other 3 give this thing a shot, so take a step back there. Nice work, Albert. Let's bring Tova out here. Tova! You're in 2nd place, and I understand you don't play a single musical instrument.
Never did.
So this should be fun.
No problem.
No problem. Then you're gonna have to pay extra extra close attention. These are the 5 notes that you can play on Mr. Twisty. And now here is the tune you need to play back. All right, get ready to pick up your bow. Your time starts now. Nice work here, slow and steady. That's the first note. Getting the hang of this. Excellent, Tova, wow. Oh, a little slip up there. There it is. This is so difficult. Be careful, Tova. Not the right note. Not it. Back on track. Not the right note. What's going on, Tova? You were so confident off the top. Two notes left. There it is! You made good time here, but all those errors really added up, and unfortunately, it's not enough to put you on top of Albert. Albert is still in the lead here. And I'll send you back to go and join him. Kyle is up next. Come on out here, Kyle. You're sitting in last place, but you can get into the gauntlet with a strong performance here, so you're not out of it yet.
I'll do my best.
Okay, before you start, here are the 5 notes you have to work with. And now, using those notes, you've got to play me back this tune. Get ready to grab that bow. Twisty tune starts now. Slow and steady to start things off. Got the first note. There it is. 3 notes. No mistakes yet. This is impressive. Not the right note. Not it. Great work. Hum it out. One more note, Kyle. Yes! Amazing! That was impressive. And you happen to have got the fastest time with the least amount of errors. You're in first place so far. All right, step on back there. Nice work. Rosalind, come on out here. Rosalind. Hi. You are a musical person.
I am.
You play...
I play the piano and the harp and the guitar, and I sing. I've never played this thing, though.
Oh, well, that's a shame. This will be the first.
I know, it's too bad.
Now listen to the 5 notes you can use.
Thank you.
And now here's the melody you have to play. Get Ready to grab that bow, Rosalind? Twisty Tune starts now. That's right, hum it out. There it is. Got the second note, 1, 2 mistakes, third note, there it is. Not the right note.
Oh. Ah.
Careful with those mistakes, Rosalind. That's the one. Two more notes. This is so crucial for you, Rosalind. That's it. There it is. Wow. Unbelievable. And you just beat Kyle's time by 1 second. 1 second. All right, put this down. Head back over there. What does that mean? That means Rosalind picks up 10 crucial points from this challenge. Kyle in second grabs 6. Albert takes 4 points. Tova takes 2. But what does it all mean? Only 2 of you are moving into the final challenge. And it all comes down to this. For the last time tonight, bring out the score banners. There it is! Rosalind clinches a spot, comes from behind. She's heading to the gauntlet with Albert tied at 19. Kyle, Tova, it breaks my ginger heart to say goodbye to you two, but I feel like we'll see you both someday when you take over the world. Give it up for Tova and Kyle. I'd also like to give it up for Jeff, working hard, keeping a tally on all of your results at home. How's it looking, Mr. Douglas? Thank you, Jeff. And then there were 2, our first 2 competitors this season to move on to the gauntlet. 1 law student / playwright, 1 business student / comedian. It's the battle of the brains, and it's after the break.
Coming up, it's the most demanding intelligence test this country has ever seen.
This is neck and neck here.
The Canada's Smartest Person Gauntlet is next.
We are back with Albert and Rosalind. You two just outsmarted your competition in 5 challenges that tested all facets of your intelligence. Here's how you did on a colorful and easy-to-read graphic. Yes, Albert straight up dominated the logic and linguistic challenges. Rosalind struggled at first with logic, came back strong in the physical, visual, and musical tests. But our final challenge will determine once and for all who is the smartest. Canada, meet the gauntlet.
The Gauntlet is a high-pressure, multiple intelligence obstacle course. It begins with a visual test, Shapely, where competitors must fit a series of shapes together and into their proper slots. Then it's on to Music Box, where they must play back a melody that becomes increasingly difficult. Next is Sliders, a test of logical smarts, where competitors must slide the pieces to clear a path for the red brick to exit the maze. After that, it's Ball Balance, which requires physical intelligence to balance 3 balls on a hoop and deliver them over the seesaw and into the cylinder. Finally, Broken Middles calls on their linguistic intelligence to choose the correct tiles to complete the words so they can make a mad dash for the finish and launch themselves into the season finale.
Canada, it's time to let us know who you think is going to take the gauntlet and earn a spot in the season finale. So click or tap the gauntlet now, then press go to make your pick. Will it be Rosalind or Albert?
Albert, Rosalind, good luck. Please take your positions on the starting line. Canada, lock in your predictions now. The gauntlet begins in 3, 2, 1, go! All right, Rosalind's checking out the shapes first. Albert goes straight for that circle. You got it. Impressive start here. This is testing their visual intelligence. Both of them did pretty well on our visual challenge earlier in the show. Albert working his way fast through these shapes. Nice work, Rosalind.
How does this work?
This is neck and
These
neck here.
circles are not being nice.
Who is gonna get out of this visual challenge first? Come on, you two, let's go, Albert. Albert is the first to complete. Shapely, he moves on to our musical challenge. Looks like he has no trouble with the musical challenge, working his way through there quite quickly. Come on, Rosalind, you gotta catch up here. She's so poised. She's so calm, cool, and collected. I love it. Albert finished the second challenge. Impressive speed. Wow. Albert moving on to the logical test. You have to slide them into the right position to get that red square out. Rosalind, it is not too late to catch up here. Rosalind, you got it.
This.
That's right, put those headphones on.
This.
Albert finishes the logic test. This is called ball balance. It's a physical challenge. He's got the first ball on. He's got to concentrate so hard here. Oh, this is so tough. Struggling. There it is. Wow. Rosalind has a chance to catch up here.
Tape would be really useful right now.
There it is. Nice, slow, steady. I can hardly watch. Yes!
Get that last ball on there. Get that last ball on there slowly, carefully. Almost there. One ball, 2.
We can stop sweating for a brief moment. This is called missing middles. You've got to figure out what the words are, fill in the blanks. Rosalind caught up on that puzzle. If Albert does this, he could be our first competitor through to the finals. 2 more words. Last word. Last word. This is your chance to make it through. Ladies and gentlemen. Albert. So Albert is the first to make it to the season finale, where you'll have a chance to claim the title of Canada's smartest person. As for the rest of you, you've been testing your own smarts along with us. Remember to look for new challenges every day on the app. Don't forget to share your results with me and the rest of the country on Facebook and Twitter. Big thanks to Jeff Douglas. I'm Jessie Cruikshank. We're only getting started. We'll see you here back next week on Canada's Smartest Person.